Hello, dear friends. Hello, hello. Hi to you and your fur babies. I hope each of you is doing well. And I know that all of us, we are super excited. We have only few weeks to go until one of the biggest events of the year, because next month, as we know, in May, it's going to be the 10th anniversary in Celebrity Catwalk. So how are you doing, Jen?
I am good. I feel I'm okay. I don't need any medication yet. So things I'm still hanging in there. I'm still in the land of the living. So things are going good. And we're counting it down. I can't believe it. I don't think I need to tell anybody that time just continually flies. Thank you, folks, as you're coming on in to hit that share button. Sharing is definitely caring. So come on in and hit that share button. Thank you, Vasi, for another great Tuesday. We are continuing our global domination thanks to you. And so I'm very, very excited for our guest tonight, long-time international supporter and attendee and designer. So it's truly an honor. It's a very humbling and very, very exciting thing to have Jan Ben with us. God bless her. She is sticking with us with the time change. It's also, for those who may or may not know, it's also Ramadan. So she's an extra hour. So we're keeping her up in the wee hours, but we will not be long. But thank you, Jan, for being with us. Thank you for your continued support. And spoiler alert, Jan and Himalaya will be with us in Spartanburg in about a month. So we are super duper excited.
Here's Himalaya. I'm so excited. I am so excited.
Oh, very excited.
There's
Himalaya now.
I'm on the phone.
Here, show me.
Here.
Oh, it's so great. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
And what, Mom? I'm on the telephone.
How come?
Exactly your time. So
so I'm
That you?
no, that's Jennifer. You know Jennifer. You've met her in New York.
I don't know. Okay, well,
What, Mom? I'm on the
show.
so
There you go.
yes, so Himalaya is going to be coming, and I'm so excited because Himalaya is the one who got me all started with this.
yes.
This whole thing is Himalaya, because when I started, I was designing for her, and then the New York Fashion Show came, and then I met the New York gang, and then from there it's been amazing, really. It's just been,
Well,
I mean, what can I say? It's all the friendship and all the fun we've had and all the laughs, and even, Jennifer, in those tiny little places in New York, it was just so exciting and something to look forward to. We didn't even notice the place.
Exactly. You see that, Jen? As I like to call it, you didn't notice the slave ship-like conditions that I made you all endure. And now we're all fancy. And yes, you've seen it all. You know where all the bodies are buried.
talking.
And we've come such a long way. Look at all the international designers you have. Look at all the other designers you have. Look at all the people coming. Look at all, I mean, it's the fashion event, dog fashion event.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely.
Exactly right. Were you designing before Himalaya came into your life?
No.
So she really brought you into this entire world.
Yes.
Wow.
And please talk a little bit about your passion and what draws you to the incredible fabrications and textures and designs. You have this way of working magic with upcycled and repurposing materials. Please talk a little bit about how you do that and why you do that and how you're able to make these special and fantastic fabrics have a whole new life.
Well, see, the way I approach it is I don't know what I'm doing to start off with. I know it's going to be like, you know, a dress or a vest or whatever. So I go to, you know, when I go around shopping at the flea markets or here and there, I pick up things that I like, and in just, you know, somehow it all works. It all comes together. It all comes together. And I like to mix and match. And I like to put the emphasis on the dog, even though the dress might be, you know, I don't want to overpower the dog. I want the dog to look good. That's the way I feel, because you know, a beautiful dress to me is not a beautiful dress if it's not carried by the dog well, or the cat, or if it swallows it.
So it's the shape you take into consideration, the silhouette of the animal, and how I really love the way you have done these new one pieces, for lack of a better word, your new onesies with the ruffles. I have never seen one that is not flattering, because they all are so incredible. The way the ruffles come up the front, the way they go around the sleeves, really, really beautifully done. But yes, lots of examples there. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, those I had so much fun working the stripes and making different textures, and you know, good night, and making, you know, it's just, you know,
look at that one. Absolutely stunning. Cassie looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. These are gorgeous.
And it's something they can wear without, you know, without having to be, they can wear it easily.
Exactly. It's effortless. It's absolutely absolutely beautiful.
And I think that you have a very defined style, and I can tell you that, you know, seeing your designs, you know, sometimes when I go to Celebrity Catwalk and, you know, just people were walking or they come to me to take pictures, the moment I see the outfit, I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, this is Jen's outfit. I mean, you have a very beautiful, like very feminine style. And as a girl who like the ruffles, you know, when you use them, I'm like, oh, that's fine for me. Unfortunately, as right now, you still do only for fur babies. Hopefully, you never know, maybe.
Well, I think that's what it is I like that kind of style, and I'd like to wear it, but I can't. Maybe, you know, that's projecting. I don't know, but I really love doing it. I just love it. I love it.
Yes, and it totally shows through, which I think is so fantastic. Your styling comes through, your tailoring. We love that you do for girls and boys, because as we all know, the boys often get the short end of the stick. So you make sure that the boys are representing on the runway as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So,
and you also have now special needs.
Yes, and we have special needs for babies.
That is so amazing.
We have
really.
We have larger fur babies. We have smaller fur babies, as you know. We have a little bit of everything. We believe in, you know, diversity is the spice of life.
God, it's amazing. And you started off with one, and now there are a few.
There are a few. Yes. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. And that's really what it's all about, is the growth and like you said, the special needs, and the diverse group of fur babies hitting the catwalk is incredible. So we're very, very
and also the diverse the attendees are, you know, from different walks of life, different, I mean, you know, and we're all there and sharing that moment. And you know, I treasure all those moments, you know. It's, you know, it means a lot to me to know that I have friends there and that I'm doing something, and you know, it's
absolutely it's absolutely incredible to have you there. And but as I always teased you, you would come to New York like it was like you lived in Queens.
I
So
wish.
it's no, you would get there in no time. So for those people who tell me that they're in Virginia or they are in North Carolina and Spartanburg is so far away, I got news for you. Jan Ben comes from Morocco. Morocco. I got 3 words for you. Morocco. She comes from Morocco to attend Paws in the City, has been coming since we did it in New York City. Now she is coming to Spartanburg. So you have no excuse unless you are coming from Antarctica, you can't really say anything to me about long distance. So
Sure.
absolutely, absolutely wonderful. How old is Himalaya now?
Himalaya is 10, but Himalaya has blossomed on this. When you asked me for her girth, I was.
Hey, that is okay. That is okay. Oh, understand that. But she's getting good food and good eating.
Too much. My mom is.
Taking care of her very well.
She's
Oh yes.
Same as
Yes.
love. You cannot, like as parents, we can be a little strict, watch out with the treats and the food under the table, especially as we had all of our, Passover, and you have Ramadan and, like Easter, and everyone was giving under the table to the fur baby. So grandparents are kind of entitled about this. I do have questions as well. I want to ask you. So I'm sure.
And hey, Jackie, 18 Camilla Rose, we see you. Sorry, Vasi.
No, don't worry. I'm sure that because we do have both of our communities are growing, we have new people who may not know you. So my question is, as you living in Morocco, sometimes do you catch that the Moroccan culture, it's inspire you in some of the pieces you do?
Yes, because I try to use the enclosure is very Moroccan, and it also fits the ones that tie, and it also serves the purpose of you can use it on different fur babies if you have different fur babies in different sizes. If your fur baby gets a little bit heavier or is growing, it also can fit. So that I also use a lot of ribbons. I buy my fabric. The fabric is probably imported, but I try to buy everything locally, and I do have a little Oriental touch, which I use, which is
Very interesting.
like the fabric of the yellow one is completely Moroccan.
Yes.
They use that for upholstery. They use that for upholstery.
Oh, this is incredible.
And so I just beaded it and added it. No, that's just
Yes,
that's all purchased locally, but it's not. But you see the way it ties, though, that's very
so interesting, because I feel that a lot of people may not know about the Moroccan culture, and I think that like being able through your beautiful design to kind of learn more about a new different country for some of us. I mean, I haven't had the pleasure of going to visit yet.
Oh, well, you need to come over.
We're gonna plan a trip. We're gonna plan a group Paws in the City trip to
good.
Morocco. Get ready, folks. Get ready.
And then, do you use like overall in the culture, because we can see there are a lot of different colors. So can you say that some of your pieces are very colorful, because of the culture, influenced by the culture, or you just, you inspired some pieces?
No.
Well, thank you, because like I'm sure that a lot of people have the same questions like I do. I mean, even if I'm so lucky and grateful that you and I, we have done podcast episodes. I mean, we go back. I mean, Jen, you and Jen go back, many years ago. You and I, we go 2021 when we did our first podcast, but still,
it adds up quickly.
Exactly. Exactly. It goes back. Hey, Team Misty Lynn is watching. We have folks watching. We see you. Hello, hello. Thank you for hitting that share button in the lower left-hand corner there. It doesn't cost anything to share the video. And for those that are just popping on, we are talking to Jan Ben, our incredible Moroccan sensation. She and her fur baby will be coming all the way from Morocco next month to Spartanburg. So for those of you who are in Florida or in Virginia or in Mississippi or in, you know, Boston, and who want to say what a big trip it is, you know, I'm sorry, but respectfully, unless you're coming from Morocco, you really can't say too much about the distance. Exactly. You are next door to Spartanburg. Jan has been coming and supporting Paws in the City since our early days in New York. If you go back, if you are a Paws in the City historian, you know that it is practically 10 years that Jan Ben has been with us, designing and creating for both boy and girl fur babies. And this May is no different. She has already sent a ton of fantastic designs that you have seen. Oh yes, people are excited to meet you. Yes, and Jan hasn't always been able to bring her little girls, so this is especially exciting that she has done all the necessary paperwork and done all the necessary airline compliance stuff so that Himalaya will be with us, the muse, the boss behind C'MiMi, that you will be able to see. What's on your bucket list, Jan, for 2023? Anything in particular in terms of your designing, anything that you haven't done that you want to do? Is there anything on your inspiration board right now that you will want to tackle?
I think I'd like to do a little more boys things.
Okay.
I'd like to, but I have to get a little bit of, you know, trying to think, because I'm so into, like you said, Vasi, girly stuff. I love it. I love it. And I need to get, you know, because like you said, the boys, I mean, I do boys, but the boys they get the short end of the stick. So
yeah,
it would be nice to make something that is not your, you know, like official stuffy, you know.
Exactly. Wonderful. See
that is
more boys things are coming. Our gentlemen on and off the runway. You will be able to get more things for boys, and Jan, they're coming down the pike. As it is, Jan takes care of the boys, but you see that she's got some...
I want to do something a little more special. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we obviously, as being your fans, of course, Jen and I will be, you know, we are looking forward to it. But so hopefully after, you know, Celebrity Catwalk and everything else, when you go back home and settle, because people, they don't understand traveling internationally.
Yeah.
For a baby, it takes a lot of energy and preparation. And I just want to kind of plug in here for those of you friends who are planning, because we know that right now there are people literally from all around the world who are planning to come to Celebrity Catwalk in May. So you have to really make sure that you can travel, you know, and leave your country with your pet, because every country has different rules. Because I remember that a while back, I don't remember which year, you couldn't bring her because they...
No, I couldn't. It was what was it?
Maybe
it was
last
right
year.
after COVID.
Yes, they had
Right after they had that ban, and it was really strict. Now there's a little leeway. You have to, you know, submit documents. You have to go through the right channel, and then the vet has to do a lot of paperwork. And you know, apparently, it's well, he's reassured me that people have gone and come back with their pets. So
okay, good.
Otherwise, Himalaya and I will be in quarantine.
Good. You'll just be staying in Spartanburg till the November show. It'll work out.
That's fine with me.
It'll work out well. You'll just stay in South Carolina. Misty Lynn says she loves the custom tripod dress that you...
Oh yes, Misty's a sweetie. Yeah.
She is definitely. Well, I'm glad that we kind of, talked a little more about this. And I would say to friends, to everyone, maybe Jen, one day we need to talk a little more how to pack up your stuff and also about food. And I would say make sure, those are important things, a vet close by if you are staying like overnight somewhere else, because those are things which you need to consider when you're traveling. And especially, Jen, are you bringing like some also like you're bringing luggage with you as well? Some outfits?
Yeah, that's a good point. And we have ladies on right now. Everyone has a different method to how they are packing, because clearly you're packing your things, you're packing your fur baby's things, you're accessorizing. So it's a whole, to your point, I'm sure we have some special diet folks who have to bring certain things for their fur babies to eat or not to eat. Any medication? Do we have any medication?
A first aid kit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All of that.
Yeah,
All of that. Absolutely.
It's just like babies. It's just like, and then now the other thing is that there's no longer emotional support. So these poor animals have to stay in their little, luggage thing under the seat or on your lap or whatever. It's a shame. I mean,
yes. So it's definitely a lot of preparation. This is not something that you just decide the day before that you need to come to. Like you said, Jen, you've been planning this. You've been getting your ducks in a row for months.
Yeah, I have. And then plus the other, I didn't realize that when I was doing my in the US flight, that you reserve, but you don't pay for the pet, you pay for the pet in the airport, but you get a reservation, because the way I understood it is that it's one pet per cabin per section. So I was afraid, I don't know if that applies in the States, but anyway, she's reserved on my ticket.
That's right.
But that's another issue,
Wow.
too.
I'm glad we are talking about this, because there's a lot of people. And I also want to say, as being obviously born in a different country, a lot of times, even for us friends, if you're traveling, make sure even like a simple medication, let's say like you use for a headache, bring it with you, because you may not necessarily be accustomed to the American medication. Hopefully no one needs it, but in case if you need it, you just have to bring it with you. Like every time my mom comes here and I'm like, well, I will give you American headache medication, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. So simple things I think people need to think about when they're traveling abroad.
Agreed. Yeah.
It'd be nice to exchange, like, because I don't know how other people, do they give their pets a tranquilizer on the flight? Do they, how they deal with, I'm sure our kind of pets don't like to be, they rule us. They don't like to be, hey, I'm sitting on the bottom, on the floor here in a bag. It's not their idea of, so how do you deal with that? It's,
Exactly.
Well, Jen, we need to work on this, but I only would say that we can inspire your friends. We can kind of give you some pointers for you to consider.
Absolutely.
You have to make sure you check with your vet, your health condition, because we may give you some advice, but we don't know the health condition. Like, like my doggy, he used to get 5 medications a day, so like what type, like you have to be very cautious and
absolutely. Oh, Team Camilla Rose is saying that she uses melatonin.
Oh, hey,
The gummies seem CR, the gummies, or I guess obviously the gummies, especially now since, you can pick up those gummies anywhere in Walmart, in Walgreens.
Does she use what is it, 5 or 1 or what?
Oh, a good point. Do you know how many grams? That's a very good question. I use melatonin myself sometimes. I
do too. Yeah, when I travel.
Yes. Good information. She uses them. Oh, see, she buys them at Petco. Oh, okay.
Oh, so they're especially for dogs.
Exactly. There you go.
Wow.
We learned something new, all of us, right?
Yeah, that's useful information.
There
Yeah.
you go. That's very good to know. And there is a
Because-
there's a Petco or a PetSmart not far from the venue, FYI,
Yeah.
not far from the
Oh.
venue in Spartanburg. So in case anyone needs anything, there's something very close that can easily be you can easily get there.
That's really great to know. And I do have also another question. I'm sure people probably will ask you, Jen, are you going to be a vendor as well? Or
No,
no.
Jan
Okay.
is not vending. No, we'll have to get her to vend sometime, but no,
Mhm.
she will not. But you can absolutely contact Jan, place
Yes,
an order with her, and she can bring it with her, or you can talk to her about an order while she is there over the weekend.
Yes.
exactly. I'll be more than happy, but
That's
it's
very
just, yeah,
Well, you
it'll be a lot of fun to come back and do orders. So, but I can't, no, I can't.
Do it. And do it. Yeah, Jan, Jackie is going to send you a picture of what she uses via Facebook
Great.
Messenger.
Oh,
you'll
great.
That's
exactly what it
That's
is.
wonderful. And Jen, those are, so you have a website, you have your Facebook.
Yes, Jan, where can everyone find you on social media?
On social media, I have a Facebook, C'MiMi, dog and cat fashion, and I have the Instagram, and I have my website.
Yeah. And
is all-
also, yeah, I can encourage friends, you can take a picture or you can take a screenshot, use another device, and you can also use the QR code. But if you're watching this or if you're listening this as a podcast, keep in mind that below in the description are the links. So you can just go say hi to Jen. If you don't know her, if you know her, still go and say hi. Keep in mind the time difference. So because it's for you afternoon, maybe for her it's midnight. And just give it.
Well, yeah, it's that social media. I'm social media shy, I think. And then what happens is that I get so far behind and then I get more discouraged. And, hats off to everybody who's dealing with so many accounts and on it, they do something and they post and, so please forgive me if I'm not up to date, but I do try to
I
post.
am behind in my Instagram. Facebook, I'm up to date. But Vasi hears me complaining all the time. Instagram, I am woefully behind.
It's a full-time job. I mean, to have several social media, your presence on different platforms is, I guess now they're all combined, but it's still.
Yeah.
That platform you can use. And here it's actually the time to say that people, they don't realize, like you, Jen, you are a very talented designer, but part of your job in a very great way, it's to talk to the pet parents, get the measurement, create the outfit, most likely ship it to them. I mean, this takes time. So, and I'm a true believer, it's better to handle one social media and do it as much as your schedule allows it than to be spread so thin. But like people think, oh, she had an inspiration, she created something, but this work of having a business, talking to people, responding, checking up, that takes a lot of time and effort. And I give you the credit because people underestimate how much you go through as an artist, as a designer, behind the scenes.
Plus you have your life. I mean, you have your
Yes.
family, you have your
Yes.
pets, you have your parents, you have your husband, you have your in-laws, you have your dogs, you have the house to deal with, you have, stay in shape. I mean, it's
Exactly.
shop, it's, and sometimes it's harder some days than others.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do
Amen.
agree with you.
Absolutely.
And I think, I mean, and on that note, I mean, I think I've touched, I mean, I think we're all sort of, a group of us are all dealing with that at this point. I mean, we have a lot of issues that are beyond our control that we have to take care of. And it's nice to have that connection and nice to know that other people are out there also. And we're all, and we share these moments, and we also have our other moments that we talk about. And it's,
Yes.
It's life.
Absolutely, absolutely, Jen. You're absolutely right to that point. We have a bunch of wonderful, talented designers who've hopped on. Julie Bowden, we see you. Rachel Murders, we see you. So it's absolutely true. All of you designers are spinning many plates.
Yes.
You're spinning many plates as well as designing and donating to Paws in the City. You have a lot going on. So really, really grateful. For those that just hopped on, Jan Ben will be coming all the way from Morocco. Her and her incredible fur baby, who is a crested. So for all those crested,
Team
out
Crested. Jennifer, you got to get that. You got to get your gang on those posters.
Yes, exactly. She will be coming all the way from Morocco with her fur baby. So those of you who are in Florida or Texas or California or wherever, New York, you really can't. There's no excuse why you are not in Spartanburg in May and in November. So Jan and her fur baby are making the trip.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, who would want to miss all the fun we have? And I mean, my God, how can you beat it? I mean, having fun and doing good and feeling good, and it's a win-win.
It is.
There you go.
It's a win-win.
Excellent.
It's a feel good,
like
feel good event.
Absolutely, folks.
yes. And before we are done for today, is there a last word, something you would like to tell people virtually before they have the honor of seeing your meeting in person?
Well, I would like to also thank all the other designers, because I think that we all, when we see each other's creative talents, it's also very inspiring, and it's also very nice to see, the styles and the different, how they put everything together, and some are more fancy than others, some, the different types of things they concentrate on, some. And I like that. I like to see, all the
absolutely
very
everyone
talented
strength, and all the designers. You can't be in a fancy ball gown 7 days out of the week. You can't be in a fancy dress, all the time. So it's a wonderful mix of high and low, and regular and not, and cottons and brocades, if you will, fancy bridal gowns to regular everyday dresses. And I think that that's what's important, that we've really created this wonderful, rich tapestry of all these different designers, that you all have made it possible to create an incredible array of designs. And you will see them all next month.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that I really, the people that are no longer with us, how that you have always made it a point to celebrate them, and they're always with us in some way. I mean,
and we will do that again in May. We have our memorial necklace. We will remember the fur babies and fur babies and moms who we have lost. Cancer has really, I'm sure I don't need to tell anyone, cancer has really done a number on our community, in our personal life, in our Paws in the City life. And so we will always really try to remember and continue to honor and remember those who have dealt with it and come out on the other side, and those who unfortunately we have lost.
Yes, and I will.
But we have lost them, but they haven't.
They're still with us.
Yeah, they're still with us. Yeah,
Yes.
and their battle hasn't. They've really stood up to.
Absolutely.
Yes,
And I want
very
to
inspiring.
Yes, very inspiring. And I want to say, as a photographer, very often, and I hope everyone would really hear me. Friends, you may say, you know what, I will have somebody else walk my path on the runway. Why should I be there? I am afraid. Or maybe, why should I do this? Why should I jump in this picture? Because a lot of times as humans, we have these, self-doubts. But here, us talking about these serious things, because yeah, we share the good and the bad things together, and we celebrate them in a good way and support each other. Is just to say, because every time when you press this button on this phone, you create a memory. And it's okay. Sometimes we may not look our best. Maybe we don't have makeup. It doesn't matter. You know, we take pictures for the world, we take pictures for ourselves, and just please, whoever is going to Celebrity Catwalk, make the best of it. Just really allow yourself to enjoy it, to meet in person our friends maybe you never met before. And finally, you can, you know, see the picture, see the person, say, oh my gosh, you're the same person I see online. Just very beautiful. But thank you very much to both of you today for, you know, like for this fantastic episode. I mean, I don't know about both of you, but I personally think we really spoke about incredible things. And I personally feel very inspired, and just really like, if you think we talked about a different country, different culture, you know, loving designs for babies, memories, tips on how you can travel abroad and give back, and just so much more, respecting people and fur babies who are not with us. We went all over the map in a great way.
And we included everybody.
Yeah.
We included everybody.
All the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jan
Yeah.
Ben will be with us, folks, next month in May. Thank you for hitting that share button as you come on in the lower left-hand corner. It doesn't cost anything to share. And definitely, if you have any questions for Jan, reach out to her before she arrives. If you need anything from her, she will not be vending, but she absolutely takes special orders of any kind. And she and her fur baby will be in Spartanburg next month.
I'll
So
be less lost this time.
that's okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Now that you've
We
got
love
it,
you. See you
Okay.
very soon. Thank
Love
you
you
very much.
both. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay,
Thank
see you
you so
soon.
much.
Thank